John, you get some of the best lines on the show. Do you ad-lib a lot, or are these actually...
No, I don't ad-lib. I think we need to be, we're asked to be, and we don't need to go off script much at all. I think a lot of it is how we interpret what's written. I hope that's our job, but we don't shift much around.
Right.
You know, maybe a little syntax here and there, but generally, if we want to make a change, we ask first.
All right. So we ready? Do your thing, Mike people.
Hi, Anna and John.
Hello.
Anna, first of all, I saw your episode arc in Mistresses, which I think you did a few years ago. That was amazing.
Thank you.
And you totally blew me away this season. I just wanted to say that, and thank you. But my question's actually for John. He also blows me away every single episode. When Fringe got the bad news that you guys were moving to Friday, and 9 billion people across the planet panicked, John, I think I actually read that you'd said that you weren't worried at all. Was that true, or were you just...
I thought it was a logical move. I thought it was... Thursday was a tough night for us. It felt like the wrong night. It was in against the big hitters, and it's not... We did okay. We did well for our network on Thursday night, but we really needed a niche. And so, for me, it was like, well, let's go back and own Friday night. It worked for X-Files. Let's go back and own it. So, I mean, my attitude was, if we can do it well, we'll actually own that night. And we have. And it was announced yesterday that we're now winning Friday nights, which is a success. Thank you for the question.
Yes, John, sorry. Have you ever wondered how Walter, who spent all those years in an insane asylum, could have kept so up to date on scientific progress?
Yes, I have thought that. I seriously have thought that. He's either a speed reader or he was getting books snuck into him. I think when we first did it, I said, I've got to have a book. When the first time you walked in to see me in the pilot, and they gave me Chekhov or something. It wasn't a science book. But Walter is a legitimate genius. That's written in. And I suspect that he would have, as his brain cleared, because if you look back at the early season, he was going back to old science all the time. And then as time went on, he started to pick up and became computer literate. And so it was actually quite well balanced in that. But for the first part, I remember an experiment I did in '83, and that was probably for the first half of the first season. But I have certainly thought about it, yeah.
Thank you, guys, and congratulations on season 4, where all the fans are thrilled. And no longer sweating. So, those of you that are in the audience that are Twitterers, I've been pushing for a hashtag simply Emmy for Noble.
Yeah.
And I take up the reins, please. Not by any stretch to discount Anna. We, of course, love you. But the sole reason for that hashtag, for me, comes from the Hospital Chapel soliloquy in this season, which was gut-wrenching and beautiful. And for my own curiosity, how many takes for that, for such perfection on that?
Not many. I thought it was a beautifully written piece of dialogue. And Jeannot was directing that, Jeannot Schwartz, who's a gorgeous fellow, and he took me into the room and he said, what do you want to do? Into this chapel that they'd built. And I said, well, I would like to do this. He said, okay, let's shoot that. It was really an interesting way to do things. And so it was a very quiet set, cameras there, and there, and I just went through what I'd suggested with him, and that was what we shot. And it was over quite quickly. But it was a beautifully written scene. Thank you for the comment.